What's up, YouTube? It's your boy AP, and we're doing a quick PSA video for some tech I've been abusing over the past few days to get absolutely insane levels of damage on my Spark build. This is a tech that can be applied to any attack or spell build in the game as long as it's elemental based. And it's also possibly a bug, so don't come running at me if this gets reworked. So we're looking at the support Rising Tempest, which by default does nothing. However, for every skill used recently of a different elemental type, you get 12% more damage. So I think the way you would assume this works is by default, it gives you 12% more because you're always pressing your elemental skill. And then you can press a fire spell or attack and a cold spell or attack, and they will all increase by 12%. And it does work that way, but it's actually working a lot better than this, which is possibly unintended. Okay, so right now I have 8 abilities on my hotbar, and there's a lot of lightning, there's a few fire, and there's a few cold. Every single one of these that I press is going to increase the damage by 12%. So you actually don't need to use different elemental types, you just have to spam a lot of buttons. Let's just see how high we can get the damage number. We're at 68. That more than double my damage. But actually, it's a little bit misleading because some of these buffs actually increase my damage just by pressing them. So just to show how this works, we can do it with, I'll show with a non-LE spell. It doesn't work with non-LE spells. So Hex Blast, this is a chaos spell. When we press this, it does not increase my tooltip. It still has to be elemental, but we can just press only lightning spells and none of them will buff my tooltip. So we're going to do Arc, Conductivity, and Spark, and that's going to increase by 36%. 24, Conductivity, Arc, Spark. All right, so how do you make use of this knowledge? Well, since it is only for recent spells or attacks, you are going to want to press buttons that have a really fast cast time. For example, I'm using Cold Snap, which has a cast point of 0.26 seconds. This doesn't even actually do anything for my build. It's literally just a damage amp. You're also going to want to have spammable buttons. For my Spark Archmage build, I do like to put down Flame Wall at all times because it gives a lot of extra flat damage, which is then scaled with Archmage. So I'm just naturally pressing 2 buttons all the time. Cursing enemies is really quick as well. So that's an easy way to get more damage, and the curse also is quite beneficial. In Mana Tempest, this is pretty good for me. I just press it, get a lot of more damage, and it even lingers after I leave. So you're just gonna have to find a bunch of different useful spells, which the game already encourages you to do in the current beta. And remember to be pressing them quite frequently, especially in the moments where you need a lot of damage. For like example, a boss fight. And the nice thing about this support gem is, it works best when you're pressing all your buttons. And most of the time, when you're pressing all your buttons, that's when you really need your damage. That's when you're focusing in on the unique boss that's really tanky and you're trying to get every single buff available. Really underrated support gem. Possibly a bug right now, but I'm going to share it with y'all. And hopefully it doesn't get patch fixed. All right. I'll see you guys live on Twitch. Probably going to be streaming after this video. Peace.